Flex of Fashion production. This is Like Love Luxury, to braid or not to braid. So, I really want to thank everybody for taking the time to just like, subscribe, even comment, especially when I'm going live. I really do appreciate that. Now, I decided to come on here not fully faced, with no makeup, with my hair half picked out, because I feel like I want to get personal and we can have that conversation about our hair. So this month I am doing a hydration challenge for your hair, skin, and body. I think it's important to know that that is the key ingredient for you to be healthy and happy when it comes to your beauty habits. So, the first thing I want to do is make sure that I am detangling my hair before I shampoo my hair. This is something that I'm always going to say. It actually helps with, you know, just having those issues of I can't comb through my hair. I hear that a lot. Well, let's detangle it first. So the first thing that I am going to do is I just take my fingers and I pull through. I pull through my fingers. I pull my hair through my fingers. And I want to let you know that I have four type hair. Four type hair is coily. I want you to know that with having coily hair, it is a tight spiral. So if you have a tight spiral type hair, you have four type hair. You could have 4A, 4B, or 4C. However, we can break that down another day. Now, if you have curly hair, it's loose. It's a looser curl. There's a difference between a coil and a curl. A coil is is what it is. It's like a spring. A curl is looser, and you could have curly hair. And with you having curly hair, that's three type, and you could have 3A, 3B, or 3C. When it comes to wavy hair, you could have waves like the C. They just like this, waves. And that's type 2 hair. You could have type A, type B, or type C. Now, I will tell you that Andre Walker did create the hair chart. But I feel like as the industry grows, there are things that we are adding. And with us adding those things, I want to be, I want that knowledge to be in there. When it comes to the hair chart, we need to start to expand a little bit. And when I talk about the hair chart, I'm talking about from my experiences with the different types of hair. Now, you can also have straight hair. Straight hair is a part of the hair type, and it could be type A, type B, type C. Now, when I say these things and I am still doing research, I'm forming my own hair chart so that I could help others maintain their hair as well as take care of it and use the right products. I am going to continue to pull my fingers through my hair until I get it to how I feel it's good enough for me to try to run my fingers through my hair. Now there's levels to the pre-poo treatment, and that's before the shampoo. So there's levels to it. This right here, I'm actually going to take my mist. This is something that I created with Malia's Crown a couple of years ago because I thought that this would be amazing to use before I shampoo my hair and, give it a little scalp stimulation. Now, a lot of people I do see put conditioner and a little bit of water in there, and they spray their hair down with the conditioner and the water. But I want to give you a little hint about that. Stop doing that. Stop putting conditioner in your water bottle and spraying your hair down. Let's take it a different step further. Let's go get some ingredients that will help stimulate your scalp and actually give yourself the opportunity to have something that would help growth. And when I say growth, I'm saying like help your hair grow. Not saying that the conditioner isn't doing anything wrong, but that's kind of like a co-wash to me. So let's take the conditioner out of the water bottle and let's use some essential oils. So you are diluting the essential oils, and you could use either peppermint or rosemary. I like those two. And I use those two in my hair. You could do other things as well, But I just think that using the conditioner as a treatment before your shampoo can be kind of like a co-wash. And we can talk a little bit more about the co-wash at a different video. Okay, so with me spraying my hair completely down, I sprayed it down, and my hair is damp. It's not saturated, it's just damp. So the next thing I am going to do is take my hair, and I'm going to split it in 4 sections. And I'm working on my parts without a comb because I recently did a video for a Patreon, and I basically did not use a comb and didn't realize it until the end of the video. Crazy. It was crazy work. But I am splitting my hair in 4 sections. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clips here, which I think these clips are the best clips to use when you are shampooing and conditioning your hair. And I'm going to just take that. My hair isn't as long as it used to be, which I felt the way. I did. I'm starting to feel better about it because I could do the things that I want. At first, I was just like in my feelings. And I personally just suggest that if you are thinking about getting a haircut, actually think about the future and your future hair and how you have awkward stages when it comes to cutting your hair. Because I didn't think about that. And I was just like, I don't want to do my hair. I don't even like my hair. And we get like that. We get in those places to where we don't like something and we don't want to deal with it. And I think that it's okay to acknowledge that. Because if you acknowledge it, then you can move forward. And that's exactly what I am doing today. I am moving forward. I feel a lot better that I can, say, you know what, I don't like this. So how can we fix this? And I'm fixing it now. Because I'm giving myself the opportunity to acknowledge that I don't like something. And then I'm giving myself the opportunity to try to find different hairstyles that work for me in the stage that I'm in. Okay. So with me doing 4 sections, this is kind of not even, but we're going to make it work. I'm going to do my best to try to twist it, but I'm going to get this out of the way here. We're going to separate it like this. And I think actually this pack came with 5. I don't remember because I literally just found these clips. I was going through some things and I was like, oh, I love these clips. And I found them. Okay, so I've split my hair in 4 sections. And what I like to do personally is start in the back. So I'm going to take this clip that's in the back and I'm going to put it up here so that I have some type of control over it. And with me having that control over it, what I am doing right now is taking my fingers and actually running my fingers through my hair. And I'm doing that on purpose. The reason why I'm doing this on purpose is because I want to make sure that my hair is detangled before I shampoo my hair. So I'm going to take this comb, this dimming brush, not comb, and I'm going to just comb through. And I think it's important to get a brush like this, not a paddle brush, a dimming brush, because of the teeth of the brush. So you can see it's easier for me to comb through without having any type of issues. And one of the things that I've learned, even with children that have sensory issues, you want to tell them what you're doing. I know everybody has their different methods, but if you tell them this is what I'm doing, let's detangle your hair first. So I'm gonna touch your hair. Can you feel my fingers? Like, talk to them and let them know. I do work with a few children, not a lot, and I don't mind sometimes. But I know that it could be difficult sometimes because you're really just wanting to, help them feel good about themselves and their hair. So on this side, what I am going to do is do the same thing, is run my fingers through my hair and make sure that it's detangled. So I'm going to start, and this is another thing too. You want to make sure that you start at the ends. So if there's a little knot in there, you're holding that, You're holding that piece of hair and then you're combing through. And then you're working your way mid-shift and then you're working your way to the roots. So this actually helps as well. And there you go. There you have it. That is detangle. It was not that much to do. In fact, I'm going to show you. You want to see me cry? Because everything is detangled. So I'm going to start at the ends and then work my way through. And the entire back of my head is detangled. Yay! Okay. So I'm going to take that and I am going to take my clip. And there you go. That is detangled. So the next thing that I am going to do is, I'm going to leave this one up. I'm going to work on this side. Now you see this side is bigger than the back side. So just be realistic about this. And I'm going to just pick out my hair first with my fingers. And then I am going to do my best to cut this in half. I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to take this chunk here and I'm going to use this clip and I'm going to just comb through with my fingers. As I'm combing through with my fingers, you could tell that it's easier for me to get those little straggle strands. And I think I have one. Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm combing through with my fingers. Then I'm going to take my dimming brush here and I'm going to just, and my hair is not as damp as it was in the back, and that's okay. And I want to be honest with you, if you feel like you need to get some more spritz, definitely do that. Mist. It's already parted in half. You've already picked it out one time. It's okay to spray down some more so that it's not hard for you. So I'm going to take this clip here, put this here, and I think what I'm going to do with this, because this is a pretty big section too, I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to work my way in the back. And this right here this is a pressure point for me. I tend to like the middle of my head. I avoid it. I don't know why. That's just a part of my head that I'm just like, what is wrong? No, don't touch that. Anybody. It's not just me. Anybody that gets in my head, I'm just like, oh, please don't touch the middle of my head. You don't know what you're doing. That's how I feel. And this is part of the reason why I was like, I need to start actually using my fingers first, because I have an issue with this part just being so natted up and not being able to comb through it. That is just it's the part where it's like it's out of pocket. And this is the part that I really had to cut too. And I was so upset. I don't know if you could tell, like, you see that? That's short. All right. So I'm going to take this, start with the ends. And it's a few little hairs in there that's still kind of like stuck together. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's just, oh my goodness. Ah! I'm sure that's how the kids be feeling. Okay. Okay. So there you go. That is complete. That is. I'm laughing at myself because that was real. That was real life. Okay. And then we have this here. We're gonna move her onto the side. So this is a little part that we have left. And I'm just use my fingers again. And this is kind of like a little tangled too. So I'm going to pull it to the front. So it's easier for me to, I'm not pulling it to the back. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Look at that. Easy breezy. Okay. So I'm going to take all of these down. And I can comb through without an issue. Now, I just feel like when you are doing a pre-poo, you don't have to saturate your hair with product. Just get it enough to where you can comb through the hair. Okay, so can I pull it up like a pony? Oh, look at that. My little pony. All right. So we can use one clip in this section right here. Boom. There we go. We got it. You got it, girl. You got it. Hey. Okay, so this is the next session. This is the next section that I have. I'm going to do the same thing with this section. I'm going to basically do the three, do the little trio. Pull this up here, and then I'm gonna pull this down, and I'm gonna pull my fingers through my hair. That's what I'm gonna do. So as I pull my fingers through my hair, I am going to go ahead and comb that through, brush that through, because this is a brush. Look at that. Okay, so I'm sure you can see my coils. These are coils. Look at that. Those are coils. So I'm going to take this. I don't have that many clips left since I already have two in my head. I'm going to just take this one out. I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to pull this one up. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Like, that's literally how I feel right now. And that's how the kids be feeling, too. They be like, I don't want this. I'm going to show you something. I feel like this is really important. I want to say up here in this section, can you see? This right here is high density hair. High density. Okay? High density is basically the hairs per square inch that you have. And we don't really talk about the density of hair, but that's something that we do need to talk about, because if you have high density hair, you're going to use a lot more products. If you have mid density hair, you can cut a little bit of that hair in half. I mean, of that product in half, and you could use that on that mid density hair. If you have low density hair, you don't have that many hairs per square inch. It's really something that I think we should all talk about when it comes to hair, because if you are I want to say, if this was a little bit lighter, I would call this, okay, yeah, this is mid density, this is low density. When you can see your scalp, you have low density hair because you don't have that many hair strands per square inch. I think that's the best way that I could explain that. But I really did want to show you that, because in the middle of my head is just, it's a lot of hairs. Like, it's a lot of hairs there. You see that? That's high density. And I think, to be honest with you, I think we all have high density hair in the middle of our hair. We might, that's just, I'm going to just throw that out there and just say that's a hypothesis. And anybody that sits in my chair, I'm going to just take pictures, because I want to show that is, I believe that. I believe that we all have a little, like, that hair is higher density than around our head. It's just a little hypothesis. I'm just gonna throw that out there and say that. Okay. So I'm gonna take my brush and I am going to comb through, brush through, not comb through. Now this section, yes, I would say that it's starting to get a little dry, so I'm going to mist my hair in my mirror. I don't want it to be too wet, just damp, just damp. So it's easier to comb and I'm not pulling on my hair. Okay, look at that. Oh, that look good, girl. All right, so we got that combed out. I'm gonna take this right here and I'm gonna pull that to the back. And I'm gonna just do the front here. And I already missed it. So yeah, I got a little knots in there. All right, so, ooh, this is a little harder, just a little bit. Okay, I got through. Okay, perfect. So I have all of that taken care of, and it is, it's in there like swimwear. Okay. This is taken care of. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it to the front so I can actually brush all the way through. So I'll make sure that there are no knots or anything in my hair. And then pull it to the back. Make sure it's good. Brush it to the side. I got it. Oh, you see that pony? Oh, you see that pony? Look at that pony. Okay, so I'm going to twist this too. Put this up here, put my little clip on there. Bam. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. So this is basically my hair detangled. Now the next step is for me to go ahead and shampoo and condition my hair and style. So I really wanted to get on here and show you how you could actually get that better hydration through your hair is by detangling your hair using a pre-poo. The pre-poo is basically detangling and also spritzing your hair down. And one more step before you go in and shampoo your hair, give yourself a little scalp stimulation with your fingers. Just, just go through and just give yourself a nice little massage. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Brush through your hair one more time and then rinse your hair really well. Rinse it, rinse it, rinse it, rinse it, and then start your shampoo experience. So I do appreciate you taking the time to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment. I do appreciate that. If you have any questions, definitely drop them below. I am going to do my best to get better at, having more content that is educational, informational, and not only that, but with Patreon, if you are wanting step-by-steps or if you are wanting to just have one-on-ones, definitely go over to Patreon and subscribe. We are going to really take the time to educate and get everybody informed about having healthy and happy hair. Healthy, happy hair. Right. Okay. So have a great day. And I am going to do my best to post this and not delete it. If this goes up, I'm moving in the right step. I'm excited.